Okay, so hello everyone. So today I'll be talking about the neon gas shortage. So neon is basically a gas. It's on the periodic table. I think it's called a noble gas. The atomic number is 10. So basically this is an element which is used in the production of semiconductors, or the manufacture of semiconductors. So basically the way neon is used is it's used in lasers that etch circuit patterns on wafers of silicon, and that's responsible for 90% of the chips that are manufactured today. And basically as you can see in this circuit board, these little etchings that you see on a circuit board, you could similarly find them on CPUs and RAM modules and everything else, basically, that has to do with semiconductors. It's a vital part of excuse me, of semiconductor manufacturing. And the war in the Ukraine is causing supply disruptions for basically this chemical element, or element shall I say. It's not a compound. So a chemical compound is a mixture of two elements, but this is I think you can just say an element, like iron, or Fe is an element basically, or aluminum, Al, is an element. So it's an element basically, not a chemical compound. So basically it says right here, two Ukrainian companies, Engus and Cryon, produces 45 to 54% of the neon used in chip manufacturing around the world. That is a pretty significant amount. So about half of the production of semiconductors is, half of the neon gas that is used for semiconductors is from these two companies in Ukraine. So obviously, since there's a war, they're not going to be able to produce these gases. And this is basically neon gas is a byproduct of steel manufacturing, basically, and they're not going to be able to get any more. So obviously this is going to cause more problems in the supply chain, right? And since this is used in every type of semiconductor, I guess you will probably see shortages of circuit boards. That could be in the form of motherboards, single board computers. You could see shortages of NAND memory modules, RAM modules, DRAMs. You could see shortages of ARM or RISC processors, which is used in smartphones, smart appliances, smart televisions, drones, and all types of stuff, basically. Probably even on your monitor, computer monitor. Automobiles, of course, because automobiles use hundreds of chips, and probably an electric car like Tesla probably uses 1,000 or something, or 500 to 1,000 chips. Regular car probably uses anywhere from maybe 100 to 300 chips. And yeah, a lot of stuff. Even farm equipment from John Deere and stuff, they have like chips in them too, like RISC processors and stuff like that. So that will definitely affect production, all types of production, and you have automated factories and manufacturing plants. that use robotics and stuff, and robots use chips as well, semiconductors. You have microcontrollers and stuff like that controlling various processes in a modern manufacturing plant or factory, and a lot of other stuff could be affected. So if they can't produce these chips, just like right now, they can't produce them fast enough, we're seeing delays in car production, basically, right? And according to this article, you could see a delay of millions of automobiles not being produced. This could result in millions of vehicles not being produced this year alone. That's 2022. And a lot of other products, people use smartphones and stuff like that. So I guess we'll see a shortage of smartphones, CPUs of all types, whether that be RISC or CISC like Intel and AMD. And a lot of stuff use silicon wafers or semiconductors. Like data centers use servers and routers and stuff like that. Even your router that you use has silicon in it, or semiconductors, chips and stuff like that, circuit boards and everything. So you're going to see a big shortage of it. So I guess in addition to the supply chain issues, this is just going to exacerbate it and make it even worse. So I wanted to make a purchase of a graphics card or a GPU because I need one for my new computer that I have, and I basically salvaged GeForce GTX 1060 from my Dell Precision T5500. So I took that one out and put it into my i7 10700KF base computer. So I need a GPU, so I was waiting for it to go down. So I don't think the price of the GPUs are going to go down now, because you have like crypto miners buying them up to mine cryptocurrencies, and that's creating a shortage as a result of it. And this problem right here with neon gas supply disruptions is only going to add to it. So I guess I'm just going to buy a graphics card now, even if it is 50% more than the MSRP. Maybe worth it. And I also have to buy a new smartphone, because the one that I'm using is obsolete. It's a Samsung Galaxy S8, and that's not being supported anymore. So I plan on just making these purchases now instead of waiting for it. So I guess if you have any thing that you need, I guess it'd be best to get it now. And printers also use printers, scanners, and other devices that you use on computers also use semiconductors. They got chips in them too. They got circuit boards. So you'll see a shortage of these items as well. And what I think will happen is, when these chips get worn out, because data centers have to replace, they need to replace servers. They leave them on 24/7, and they go out basically. So they need to find replacements, and if they can't find replacements, you're going to have problems with the internet in the future, because I would say semiconductor chips are a consumable commodity. It's not a durable good like, let's say, a truck or a car or something like that, or an appliance like a washing machine. It's not something that's durable. So recently, about like 3 years ago, I had to replace my refrigerator. I think it was a Whirlpool, and it died or something. No, I'm sorry, it was an LG refrigerator, and it died. I think I had that one for about 10 years, and it died, and then I replaced it with a Whirlpool refrigerator, and that died in like 2 years. And the reason why it died was because the circuit board was bad or something. So even appliances like refrigerators have circuit boards in them. Basically, the compressor wasn't bad, it was just a bad circuit board, and I had to have that replaced to get my refrigerator working again. So in the modern day, or the information age, circuit boards, chips, semiconductor chips, and stuff like that is a modern part of our lives, and we cannot live without it. It's a strategic resource like oil, or aluminum, steel, and basically anything like that. Even, I guess, natural gas as well. So it's a strategic resource, and I guess if there is a disruption in the manufacturing of these semiconductors, it could have some far-reaching consequences on the economy, much worse than what you see now. Because right now we're just having problems delivering this stuff to point A, from point A to point B. But if you can't manufacture it, or you're going to have problems manufacturing it because you can't get the resources to do that, then that's going to be a lot worse. Because a lot of the stuff that we use today need to be replaced, right? Cars need to be replaced. Automobiles need to be replaced. Trucks need to be replaced. Routers need to be replaced. Network equipment have to be replaced. Smartphones have to be replaced. And if you can't find replacements, then that's going to reach a large part of the economy. Let's say a farmer can't use his tractor or combine, because these things have chips in them too, and they got circuit boards. If it breaks or something and they can't replace it because of a chip, then obviously farmers aren't going to be able to produce food as a result of that. You're not going to go back to using horses and donkeys to plow a field, right? Or human labor to harvest crops, or anything like that. A lot of this stuff is just machine intensive now, not dependent on human labor. So those are my thoughts. Please leave a comment, and I want to see what you think about it. So anyways, thanks for watching my 1000